Oh, what's this? Oh, just the mug that I painted while I was in Las Vegas. Pretty cute, huh? Oh, what's this around my neck? Oh, just the 5K medal that I got, what was it, the 8th of December? Yep. It's so cool. It even has like the date on the back. I was so like proud of myself slash excited to do the 5K on last Saturday. Because it's just a real accomplishment because I've done 5K before, but this was the first time it was like an official one where like you're meeting up with a lot of different people. I ran it with some of my Weight Watchers friends. Hi you guys, thanks for running with me. It was so cool. We all ended up wearing like different hats. Like Brittany had on a Santa hat and Laura had on like an elf hat and I had on reindeer ears. It was so freaking cute. But like you wouldn't believe how many people showed up and like I mean I knew people were gonna show up in like holiday attire, but it was so cool to see like there were people that were fully gone way out there. Like there were a group of people that were dressed up in like tree costumes and there was a guy that was dressed up as the Grinch. It was just so cool. So that was what made it cool, is like everybody just getting into the holiday spirit. And I was like, when we first started out, I was talking to the other girls and I was like, let's try to make it under an hour. And they looked at me like I was crazy. But for whatever reason, I just like, well, the last time I ran 5K, I was 63. It was like not official one. It was the one that we did through Weight Watchers. And it was 60 minutes and I wanted to beat my time. So they're like, oh, I don't know. Because I guess they had done one together earlier that month and they did it in an hour and 10 minutes. And I was like, no, we can do this, you know? And it was so funny because, like I said, certain people had on costumes that were dressed like trees. So we're like, we got to catch up to the trees. If we catch up to the trees, we got to, like, we don't want to be last. That's the thing. It was like, we didn't want to be last and we wanted to catch up to the trees. And sure enough, like, as the race progressed, people were way far back behind us. We're like, okay, we're not going to be last. Now let's try to make it underneath an hour. And it was so cool because Laura is a person that just got done with her last round of chemo, and it was so inspiring to see her doing the race, just because like you would think like that would be the like biggest excuse to not like go out and do any workout at all. And here she is, she's out there jogging, walking, and running, trying like in a 5K. That was so inspiring to me. So I was like, okay, when Laura starts running, I'll let her run. But when she starts running, I'm going to catch up to her. And sure enough, every time she did that, I would catch up to her. And she was following this little boy that was running with his mom. And it's like, if he can run, I can run. And that's how I put it in my mind. If she can run, I can run. Because, I have no excuse. And sure enough, when we came across the finish line, she came in around 150 or something like that. I came in at not 150, but it came in at 51, and I came in 52, which is 11 minutes better than my best time. I was just like, wow, that was just so cool. And she broke down crying, and I was hugging her, and I was like, we did it, girl, we did it. And Brittany came in, I think, around 54. So it was like we all came under an hour. So like hats off to us. That was so amazing. And I just remember my mom like was waiting for me at the finish line, and she said that she was talking to the other people that were in running clubs, and she was telling me like an inspiring story. Like this guy, his wife was waiting for him, and he used to be on drugs and alcohol. And she's like, now I'm so happy that he gave that up. I'd rather him be out there cheering for him doing this than worrying about him all night. And so that's what I mean. Like, we all need, like, there are certain things that we all need to change. And we need to make lifestyle changes that are good for us so we can have a healthy life. And so, I don't know. I think I might have gotten addicted to doing 5Ks and running, because one day I'm like seriously, after I got down, I was like, one day I want to run a half marathon. That would be so awesome. So That's what my deal is. It's just like I already signed. This is so sad because the lady was saying like, "Oh, is this your daughter's first time running the official one?" She's like, "Yeah." Oh, she's gonna get addicted, and I think I got addicted because I already signed up for 2, and I'm looking for a third. Oh my gosh, I was just like, who would have thought? Because I remember for a while my mom was like, "Ashley, you should run. It'll like help you lose weight faster," and I'm like, And then I hear it from my leader, and she's like, cardio is really good. And then I heard it from some other ladies in Weight Watchers, which reminds me, like, I want to say thank you to Janine and Clara. I think if you guys weren't just, like, sit up there talking to me about, like, how, yeah, we weren't runners either, but, like, trust me, if you just try, like, watch, you, like, eventually if you make it a daily occurrence, you will really start to like it, and I think I like it. So I want to say thank you to you guys. Like, you really helped me out. And the whole reason behind me doing the 5K in the first place, I don't want to cry, but if you guys know me from the meetings, or, well, I don't know, you might not even know this. Earlier this year, I lost one of my cousins. We were close in age, and so the whole thing with me is that I wanted to do it not only for the medal, but because her birthday, which was December 16th, and I wanted to do it in her honor, because if it weren't for her, I don't think that I would have even given up much effort, because seriously, at the beginning of the year when she passed, I had such a hard time, and I was trying to push myself to do a lot of things that I had put in my mind already to do, but because like my mind wasn't there, because I was always thinking about her and how much I missed her. I miss Lori, I really do. Like, the last time I saw her was last Christmas Eve, and I remember, she was saying a lot of stuff like how I was funny and we should hang out a lot more often, and she didn't know how, like, all the stuff that I was trying to do, like, me trying to go to Japan, and, like, she didn't know I could speak Japanese, and then, like, she saw her brother, like, called her in, and she's like, "Oh, did you see Ashley's video? It's funny." And I didn't want her to see it because Lori was a really good singer. Like, I mean, like, on the caliber where you would think that she should be a professional, and she really was. That's what she was trying to do, was like get into the music business. And so I was like, "Oh, Ray, don't show it to her." And he was like, "Oh no, come on." Like, and so she came inside the room and she watched it, and she was saying how my lyrics were so good, and like, did I write them myself? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, "Oh, well, maybe one day you can like write me stuff." And so we had started talking about that all night. We were up all night long, and it was just so fun. And like, I just remember that night. And so in a way, Christmas is kind of like bittersweet to me now, because like now all I do is think about her, but at the same time, it's like her life, like her not being here, it made me think, like, after I got out of that mode, I don't know what month that was, it took me a while, but like, I can't go around feeling guilty about, you know, me being here and her not being here, or like feeling guilty that I'm having fun and she's not here, because she wouldn't want that. So I told myself that I need to find something to do to like, or involve myself in something and make myself happy, because I can't go around being depressed like this for forever. And so, like, I started doing more things that I wouldn't do, because the whole reason I had stopped hanging out with her for a while is because I consider her to be one of the most beautiful person I ever met, like inside and out. And I was so worried about like me being overweight and me having acne and like her not accepting me. And I don't know why I would think that. It's like, hello, we're family, or, well, she's been in my life for forever. Why would she just all of a sudden just judge me like that? But that's how I felt. Like, there were times where they would have family functions and I wouldn't go because I felt ugly that day, so I wouldn't go. And it's like, because of that, I missed on so many memories that I could also have other than that. I mean, I have memories of her, but like, you know, there could have been so much more. And so I told myself that I would put myself out there and start, like, you know, talking to people, even if I felt awkward at times, which I still do, but, you know, I have to thank her, like, because if it weren't for her, like, I don't think I would have pushed myself to be like, you know what, I'm gonna talk to this person even though I'm scared, or I'm gonna go to this place even though I don't, like, I don't feel confident in the way I look today. And because of that, have had so much fun lately, like meeting new people that inspire me, or meeting people who just like, oh, you're such a nice person, and like, you know, giving me hugs, and it's just like I just feel the love, and I'm like in a much happier place than I was like not too long ago. So I want to thank everybody who's been in my life this last couple of months, because if it weren't for you, I don't think that I would continue to try to lose weight or just be happy, like, in my life. So I want to say thank you. I'm sorry that it ended on such a like tearful note, but no, seriously, I want to thank all of you for being there for me, and I'll make more videos later. Thanks. Bye.